What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Wolfcryer here, and let's talk about the future of Diablo. Since Blizzcon, a mere 4 months ago, we have been bombarded with rumors regarding this franchise. From a major investment publication announcing that Blizzard would be releasing Diablo 4 in 2019, to rumors of the Druid coming to Diablo 3. Remember that whole little parchment that Leviathan found on the PTR? A PTR, mind you, that had absolutely no new content other than that tiny little teaser. Then we had the whole Diablo 3 to Nintendo Switch reveal coming from various sources, followed by the Diablo 3 Chronicles screen grab that was posted on Reddit and covered by Riker in one of his videos. I will put a link to both Riker's video as well as Leviathan's down below. All of those rumors have come since BlizzCon 2017. And like I said, that was just 4 months ago. So today I'd like to weigh in on all of these rumors and give my opinions and thoughts. But first, we're going to talk about the current job postings on the Blizzard website so that we can put my reasonings behind my thoughts into some sort of context for you all. Now, there are currently 17 job postings for Diablo on Blizzard's career page, and the ones that stand out the most to me are the executive producer, the associate producer, senior content designer, and the creative director. The reason these stand out and why they intrigue me the most is the magnitude of these positions in relation to the current rumors and possible future direction of this franchise, as well as the state in which the development of any current project may be. These are all leadership type roles, making me wonder if these people are being sought to lead the team that has been brought in to work on this project that's already there, or are they being brought in to assist in the creation of the team itself? My personal guess, based on previous job postings that are no longer there, as well as the amount and positions of the postings currently up, perhaps we are somewhere in the middle. I doubt that a AAA company such as Blizzard is looking for higher paid leadership types to sit around while you work on gathering a base team, that core team that's going to be working on the next Diablo game. And knowing Blizzard, I think they already have a good base idea of the direction they want to go. So where does that leave all those rumors swirling about? In my opinion, the possibility of still being somewhere in the middle of that process of gathering the full team of developers leads me first off to completely believe that a Diablo 4 has very little chance of coming in 2019. That's only next year, ladies and gentlemen. It seems that with those who are being hired to guide the development and make decisions based on their own thoughts of how they want the game to progress, puts this rumor at a serious disadvantage to the rest of the rumors. The Necromancer itself took almost a year to come out from announcement to end product, and that was just one additional class. And that's not counting time that was spent working on this prior to the announcement, or if the Necro was merely a leftover tidbit from an unreleased expansion. Remember the armory, all that stuff, all those maps that have been added to the game that we initially thought was a leftover piece from a failed or unreleased expansion. We also have no clue on the number of people involved in the development of the Necromancer, which I do assume was a much smaller team than is currently being assembled, but it's just something the likes of a brand new Diablo 4 would seem to take a much longer time to create. So while I would be pleasantly surprised to be wrong here, I do not see a brand new game with the scope of Diablo 4 being released next year. But I would absolutely love Blizzard to prove me wrong. Now, on to the Druid coming to Diablo 3. I would say it would be possible, but that would also fringe entirely on how well the Necromancer did in regard to sales. Numbers that Blizzard seems reluctant to share with the public. This would be much easier to accomplish with a much smaller team, but that would also mean that the bigger team currently being brought together is not for a single class. Therefore, that would mean that there are more than one project currently in development for the Diablo franchise. One by the Diablo 3 team and one by the Diablo 4 team, which is not exactly an impossible scenario and is still much more likely than Diablo 4 coming out next year. So let's talk about Diablo 3 Chronicles, the possibility of a Diablo 3 expansion. Now, as Riker noted in his video, the screen grab, or rather the photo of a screen grab, could easily be faked and should definitely be viewed as such, and you need to hold that with a grain of salt. But let's think about this. There was a PTR with 0 updates, more of a server backside PTR that most of us attribute to the most recent ban wave and anti-cheat initiatives brought about at the end of last season, season number 12. But what if that was also looking at what the server could handle in the event of a major addition to the game, such as a brand new expansion? With behind-the-scenes efforts to make sure the server could be updated to progress the game with an expansion, add that to the expansive list of job postings as well as all the previous postings that have most likely been filled, and you have the high possibility that if there was a big Diablo franchise release coming in 2019, it would have to be an expansion and not a full brand new game. And if you were to combine all of these rumors, it all kind of makes sense. Throw in the whole Diablo 3 coming to the Nintendo Switch, and you truly have a reason for an expansion coming to the game next year. Now, coming from me, this is still a stretch. I mean, this game is 5 years old. Actually, it's almost 6 years old. I mean, why make an expansion when a new game would be a much more welcome addition to this franchise? I guess it still has to come down to how well the Necromancer did in sales. How successful was the Necromancer? I think everything's going to be based around that. Whether Diablo 3 is dying and in maintenance mode, all that stuff's going to factor in on how well the Necromancer did. And truly, I have no clue. If there's any information out there for it, guys, let me know so that I can look that up. But overall, I think it all fringes on the Necromancer, how well that did. Is Diablo 3 worth keeping around? Which brings me to the end, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely want to hear your comments down in that comment section below. I want to know your thoughts. Are all these rumors just that? Just rumors, nothing to be taken from them whatsoever? Do you even want an expansion at this point in Diablo 3's life? And would you rather hold out for a brand new game such as Diablo 4 or a World of Diablo, something like that? Do you think these job postings are the beginning, the middle, or towards the end of the hiring cycle for whatever Blizzard is up to as far as the Diablo franchise goes? I need to know your thoughts, guys. I definitely want to hear from you guys. Go ahead and post down below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think I'm way off base on this. But as far as things go, I truly think that expansion actually now has the most chance of coming to fruition, especially if Blizzard is going to release a Diablo type game next year. It's the only way to go. I mean, there is no chance of Diablo 4, in my opinion, coming out next year. They're still hiring for it. I mean, it still seems very, very small chance of that happening. And I truly think that wasting those resources on just a class such as the Druid is also a very small chance, unless, like I said, they're working on two different things at the same time, which is entirely possible. But I think as far as all these rumors, the way to go is combining all three, and boom, brand new expansion that will also be on the Nintendo Switch. All starts to make a little bit of sense when you put it all together. But we're going to have to wait and see. Like always, we probably won't know any information until BlizzCon 2018, which hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, I will be able to make it to. And hopefully there will be a big announcement this year, because that would be absolutely epic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I always greatly appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to comment below, because I want to hear your thoughts. But you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.